He's about to go on trial for murder. Bryan Kohberger, the guy who went from studying crime to allegedly committing one of the worst ones we've seen in a long time. It's November 13th, 2022, in a small town like the one I grew up in, or maybe the one you're in now. Moscow, Idaho. 4 college kids, Madison, Kaylee, Zana, and Ethan, are just living their normal lives. But that night, something terrible happens. Someone breaks into their house and kills all 4 of them. Just like that, this quiet little town becomes the center of a real-life horror movie. For 6 whole weeks, everyone's freaking out. Parents are scared, students are scared, and the cops are looking everywhere for the killer. But here's the crazy part. The guy they end up arresting isn't some random bad guy. Nope, he's a 28-year-old named Bryan Kohberger who was studying how to solve crimes at a nearby college. This could fit right into that Morissette song, Ironic. On December 30th, 2022, the police finally catch Kohberger at his parents' house in Pennsylvania. Merry Christmas to them, I guess. But let's talk about why they thought it was him, because this is where it gets interesting. The cops say they found DNA on a knife cover at the crime scene. They also had phone records showing Kohberger was in the area. And get this, they had videos of a white car like Kohberger's driving around the victim's house. It's like the person they think did it was asking to get caught. But wait, there's more. Turns out, Kohberger wasn't exactly winning any popularity contests at his own school. In fact, he got fired from his teaching job just before the murders. Why? Well, buckle up, because this is where things start to get wild. First off, Kohberger had 2 big fights with his professor, John Snyder. We're not talking about little arguments here. These were full-on shouting matches. The first one was on September 23rd, 2022, and the second was on December 9th, but that's not all. People were saying Kohberger was really mean, especially to women. They said he was rude to them and even graded them unfairly. Not cool. The school tried to help him get better. They had meetings with him and told him how to improve. But Kohberger didn't listen. He just kept being a jerk until the school finally said, "That's it," and fired him on December 19th. Now here's where it gets really messed up. Remember those fights with Professor Snyder? The second one happened on December 9th, but the murders? They happened on November 13th. So while Kohberger's busy being a bad student, 4 innocent kids are already dead. It's enough to give you goosebumps. In May 2023, Kohberger goes to court. The judge asks him how he wants to plead, and guess what? Kohberger doesn't say a word, so the judge has to say not guilty for him. And now, the people trying to put Kohberger in jail want the death penalty for him if he's found guilty. That's how serious this is. You'd think with all this evidence, they'd have a trial right away. But nope, the trial's not starting until June 2nd, 2025. That's nearly a year away. They say it's going to take months because there's so much to talk about. While everyone's waiting, the families of the 4 students who died are trying to get justice. The college is building a garden to remember the students. And the house where it all allegedly happened, they tore it down in December 2023. I guess some things are too sad to keep around. So there you have it, folks. Bryan Kohberger. From student to possible murderer, a guy who was learning how to catch bad guys while maybe being one himself. It's like a movie, but way scarier because it's real. As we wait for the trial, we've got lots of questions. If Kohberger did this, why? How does someone studying crime end up committing one? And scariest of all, are there more people like Kohberger out there? One thing's for sure, this story isn't over yet. The families are still waiting to find out what really happened. And the rest of us, we're left wondering if we really know the people around us as well as we think we do. So next time you're hanging out with your friends or sitting in class, remember Bryan Kohberger's story. Remember that sometimes the scariest people aren't strangers. Sometimes they're the ones sitting right next to you. And hey, if this story freaked you out like it did me, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with what you think, and subscribe for more true stories that'll make your jaw drop. Stay safe out there, everyone.